On the second Saturday of the college basketball season, an early start here in Dayton at UD Arena. It's the Dayton Flyers and the Terriers of St. Francis, Brooklyn, here on Fox Sports Ohio. And hi and a pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to Dayton Flyers basketball. Jim Couch along with Derek Dukes. This afternoon for you, a couple of undefeated teams. Both these squads come in at 2-0, and Derek, from a Dayton standpoint, they are 2-0 in large part to the late game heroics of Jordan Sibert.
Well, Jim, you're absolutely right. Jordan Sibert in the preseason was labeled as one of the top 20 college basketball transfers. And in the first 2 games, he's shown why. What I love about this young man is his versatility, his ability to make three-point shots, but he can also get to the rim and finish over taller defenders. And most importantly, his ability to take and make big shots. Saturday, he made the game-winning shot, and then Wednesday night, he came back to lead Dayton to another victory, scoring 7 straight points. Jordan Sibert is slowly emerging as the go-to guy for the Flyers.
For the St. Francis Brooklyn team, they are 2-0 as well, and all you need to know about them, they defeated the defending ACC champion Miami Hurricane in Miami to get this season started. All right, we'll step aside when we come back. The lineups and the opening tip from Dayton right after this. Quick look at the starting lineup for this afternoon's game. And Derek, for Dayton, a little bit of a change. Sibert in and Sanford out.
Well, Jordan Sibert, instead of coming off the bench as he's done in the first 2 games, this game he'll start over B. Sanford, and I think it's a good move for the Flyers.
Archie Griffin, the head coach of this Dayton Flyers bunch in his 3rd year, looking for his 40th career victory here. He's 39-27. And the other side of things, it's Glenn Bryka. He is the 4th-year head coach of the St. Francis Brooklyn Terriers, who get a good Florida road trip starting this season. They win at Miami. They win at Florida Atlantic. We're ready to go from Dayton Arena, and in the middle of the pack right there, it's Devin Oliver. He's had a couple of very nice games for the Flyers. He'll jump center against Matt Melk. Hip controlled by the Flyers, and this game, an early start from Dayton, Ohio, is underway. Backdoor cut. Price got the ball, and a nice pass from Sibert.
A great play by the Flyers to get them off to a great start. Price able to sneak behind the defense and get the easy lay-ins to get Dayton off to a great start.
Douglas has the ball here. He's a pretty good junior player for this Terriers club. A spin move and a travel as he tried to the drop step against the big man Cavanaugh.
Douglas, a very versatile forward for the Terriers. Traveled on that possession, but that's where he makes his money, Jim. Down on the low block, dribbling off the perimeter, getting into the paint.
Flyers jump off to a 2-0 lead on a basket by Price. They have the ball now. Opening moments of this game from UD Arena.
The first 2 games, Dayton has gotten off to a bit of a slow start. They decide to get Sibert into the starting lineup. Hopefully he can get them going early on.
For 3, and that's good. That's Ben Mockford, and he is their go-to guy in terms of perimeter play. In fact, he made 82 threes a year ago, giving the Terriers the early 3-2 lead.
He shoots 39% from the 3. Dayton will need to do a great job all afternoon pressing out to the 3-point line, forcing Munford to put the ball on the deck.
Melk called for the foul. Interesting history between these two schools. Dayton leads the series 2-0, but look at that. The last time they played, 1957 in New York, the world's most famous basketball arena, Madison Square Garden. So long stretch between meetings. Nice drive by Price, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here come the Terriers with a lead on the ball.
Dayton in their patented man-to-man defense.
Tried to get it down low. Nobody there. A bad pass from Anthony White and a turnover against the Terriers. They've been averaging 17 turnovers a game. That's way too high to be successful in the long run, isn't it?
Well, that's their Achilles heel, Jim. If they can take care of the basketball, they're a really good team. As you said, 17 turnovers a game, only 8.5 assists per game. Jordan Sibert picks up where he left off Wednesday evening with his first basket of the game.
Nice. Move by Seibert to weave his way to the goal, and now a shot from out front by Mockford that is an air ball. Look at this drive again by Seibert.
Well, we talked about Seibert's versatility. See, he avoids the defense and then has the athletic ability to finish over taller defenders. Jordan Seibert, again, one of the most talented players in the Atlantic 10 Conference.
Double figures in both games thus far for Seibert. Pierre, and his shot is rejected inside by Jalen Cannon, 6'6" junior from Allentown, PA. Try to go onto the low block. Good anticipation there by Devin Oliver in the steal. For three, Price got it.
Well, it's dribble penetration that created that open shot for Price. Devin Oliver penetrated into the teeth of the defense, caused the defense to collapse. They found Price on the perimeter all by himself.
Leading three-point shooter for this club thus far. Price with 6 of them now this year. Remember, he had 4 1 week ago in that opening game against Fort Wayne. Three-point shot there by Anthony White. That's his first attempt from three-point range this year after making only 2 of them a year ago.
Well, you see early on, the Flyers are going to double down in the post, so their defensive rotation out of the double team will be key the entire afternoon. That last possession didn't do a very good job of rotating and gave up the open three-point shot to White.
Price open in the corner. Good rebound inside by Cannon, and he is banged in the back by a Dayton Flyer, and a foul is called.
Well, dribble penetration creates open shots. See, Oliver finds Price behind the arc, and Price knocks down another three-point shot.
Well, 1-point Dayton lead at the 16:40 mark here in the first half. Mockford, a senior, Cannon, a junior. They're 2 big go-to players. We really haven't seen the freshman Martin get into the game yet, but he is their 3rd leading scorer, although he has not started in any of their 3 games so far. Travel call against Mockford in the lane. Already 2 quick turnovers against the Terriers.
Couple turnovers and a bad shot by Montford a couple possessions ago. Dane's doing a nice job of defending the pick and roll play here early on. That's really the go-to play for the Terriers, that pick and roll.
Same play that got the game started. Price tried to roll the basket on the back door. This time the Terriers covered a little bit better. Kavanaugh posting up. Kavanaugh did not score in the game Wednesday against St. Francis, Pennsylvania. In the corner, a 3 by Deshaun Pierre.
Deshaun Pierre continues to shoot the ball extremely well. His 2nd three-pointer of the season. Last year, he broke a freshman accuracy record for Dayton, shooting 46% for the 3. Knocks down another for the Flyers.
There's a nice 3 there by Anthony White. A 2nd 3 of this game.
That's what the Terriers do extremely well, Jim. Get into the teeth of the defense and then pass out for three-point shots.
On the drive, we'll get a foul call against the Terriers, and so we'll get our first free throws of this game. We'll get all that when we come back after the timeout. Steal at midcourt. 5 seconds to go. Corner 3. Got it. Seibert knocks down the 3 as time runs out.
Great way to start. Great way, I think gave my teammates, a feel of confidence. It was just a great way to start the season off. Everybody's feeling good, and now we just keep rolling.
Derek, really a great way to start the young man's Dayton Flyer career, the transfer from Ohio State.
Again, what I love about this young man is he marvels at the opportunity to take and make the big shot. Currently shooting 60% from the three-point line. Jimmy really not only can get to the basket, but his ability to make shots creates other opportunities for the Flyers.
Comes in one of 4 Flyers averaging in double figures, albeit early in the season for Archie Miller's club. Gets both free throws. Seibert has 4 of the 12 for Dayton thus far.
Yeah, B. Sanford coming into the game. B, again, Dayton's top returning scorer from a year ago, but thus far, first 2 games, he's gotten off to a bit of a slow start.
And it's the first game in his Dayton career that he has not started, having started all 31 last year and the first 2 this year.
And averaged 12 points a game last season, only 7.5 thus far. Really hasn't gotten a lot of shot opportunities.
Pierre along the baseline trying to make a move against Sheldon Hadrigal, and a travel call made.
Well, last year, Jim, Dayton really only had 2 options. That was Kevin Dillard and V. Sanford. This year is more of an equal opportunity offense. You see 4 guys in double figures. Again, early only played 2 games, but a lot more offensive options for the Flyers.
Get a foul call here against Devin Oliver. That'll be his first. Archie Miller employs his club defensively. They lead by 3 at 12-9. For St. Francis, they have the freshman Wayne Martin at 6'6" in there, number 45. Keep an eye on him. He's down on the top of the circle now. He's done a nice job coming off the bench in each of their first 2 games. Freshman out of Brooklyn. Now a foul call inside. This will be against Price. It'll be his first and the team's third.
Flyers getting into some early foul trouble. The team's 3rd team foul. Yeah, Dayton has to do a better job of keeping hands off and playing position defense.
Good hands right in there by Devin Oliver to deflect that ball coming in. Still a full 35 on the clock for the Terriers. So far through their first 2 games, averaging only 62 points a contest. Having trouble there off the dribble is Hadrigal. Ball still on the floor, and now we're going to get a tie-up. Boy, when you try to dribble in traffic in the lane, nothing good's going to come of it.
Well, Dayton did a great job of collapsing the lane and creating the turnover, although the Terriers will get the ball back, but did a nice job of closing down the lane and forcing the turnover.
Sheldon Hadrigal into this game early, averaging only 12 minutes a game. In fact, only played 4 minutes in their opener against Miami. There's Martin with the ball. Whistle on a travel call again against Mockford, and he's had 2 travel calls against him so far in the 5 turnovers against St. Francis Brooklyn.
Mockford just shuffled the feet with the ball fake. Got to be more patient as he catches the ball. He's a terrific shooter, but what he hasn't proven is his ability to finish off the dribble.
Mockford upset. He leaves the game, and P.J. Sandevenier is into the game for the first time, the junior out of Middletown, Connecticut, for the Terriers.
He's going to try to establish their offense down on the low block.
Sanford to the basket, up and under, and he gets it the ball.
Well, tremendous finish by B. Sanford, and that's an area that he really worked on over the summer, getting to the rim and finishing over taller defenders. He's no longer just a jump shooter. He can put the ball on the deck and create opportunities not only for himself, but also his teammates.
Here's Martin with a nice move to the basket. Wayne Martin at 6'6", rookie of the week this past week in the NEC, the Northeast Conference. Now we're going to get an offensive foul. On the other end, Martin battling down low with Devin Scott. Scott going to get called for the foul.
We see B. Sanford there with the up and under. Important about that play is he didn't draw a charge. He came to a jump stop, then finished with the up and under.
3-point game here in UD Arena. Ball knocked out of bounds by Kyle Davis, by V. Sanford, one of the co-captains of this Dayton team, he along with Devin Oliver. Now the freshman Scoochie Smith in for the first time for Kyrie Price. The big freshman 3, Davis, Smith, and Pollard really have not done much in the first couple of games.
Yeah, they're still getting acclimated to college basketball. Much faster pace on both sides of the court, offense and defense. And thus far, they're providing some quality minutes, but really hasn't made that impact that Dayton expected.
Martin against Scott. And the lane, the rebound Sanford. Flyers running to the basket. Smith shot it too hard, and Cannon gets the rebound for the Terriers. They push it up the floor. Move to the basket there, and a shot that won't fall. Sanford miss. Attempt of a rebound there by Scott. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to St. Francis Brooklyn. Wondering about this St. Francis Brooklyn team. The Terriers located in Brooklyn Heights, technically Brooklyn Heights, New York. School of 2,300 students, play out of the Northeast Conference, and they are the three-time defending conference champion. No one has ever done that before, and as you can see, the oldest college program in the city of New York. The last week, Wednesday, St. Francis of Pennsylvania here at UD Arena. Today, St. Francis Brooklyn.
St. Francis of PA, they were more of a perimeter team, but this New York's team, they really get the ball on the block, whether that's dribble penetration or passes into the post.
Brent Jones, who was their starting point guard a year ago, but coming off the bench early on this year, missed that look. Dayton has an opportunity to extend a three-point lead.
Dayton has to get some movement on offense.
From behind a block. That'll send Oliver to the line. The left-hander took it to the goal. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Oliver will be his second foul, and it comes at 12:03.
We take a look at the clear out, the one-on-one, and just leans into the defender. Defender able to get outside the semicircle and draw the charge. Devin Oliver, that's where you have to come to a jump stop and just shoot that little floater over defender.
It's Devin Hadjigal. Check that, Sheldon Hadjigal, who drew the charge. So here's Hadjigal with the ball now for the Terriers.
Terriers run a lot of pick and roll plays and try to get into the lane.
Good hands and a steal by Smith. Yes, and a foul. You saw Smith push it to the right side, his preferred side, and then a reach-in foul against the Terriers.
Fouls on number 1, Brent Jones, his first, team's third. Timeout on the floor.